Welcome back, everybody. Today is Monday, August 4th, and before I begin with all the news that I missed out here on Neopets, I just want to give a channel update. I haven't been doing videos as of late, and that's just because I realized that I need to focus on my other channel. As you know, I said it before, my other channel is monetized, and people actually pay for memberships over there. It's actually crazy. But when you think about it, I can't just neglect that other side. You've heard me on these videos actually say, crap, I need to go make a video for my other channel. Well, I need to do that because it's not fair to the other people out there that watch those videos and actually pay me to make videos to not actually get any videos because I only have so many hours in the day. And doing these Neopet ones in the morning means I'm not doing videos for that other side. So going forward, I'm going to be making videos when I can on Neopets. For a while there, I was trying to do every day, and then it didn't work out. Like I just got more and more run down. So unfortunately, until this channel gets monetized, then I could justify skipping out on the other channel. I have to work on my other channel. It's not fair to them. I mean, I can't imagine Neopet YouTube getting monetized anytime soon. You need like 1,000 subscribers, and I am far from that point. And I think the current state of Neopets is not going to allow that when it comes to YouTube. It's just not going to happen. Not many people are interested, and this it leads me into my talk here today for all of you. And this may sound offensive to some people, but it's actually true. So over the last week, there's been all these different news updates, like this interview with Dom, SDCC 2025 out in Jellyneo. You should all read that if you haven't seen it. We have this guild contest extra pet slot. You have premium sale returns, convention at SDCC 2025. You have that didn't load. Neoboard stickers debut. You have Faerie Fragments new event. You have Dacardia coming out with a new event, and like what I see over and over again is people just going like, they're not doing anything. They're not working on this site. What are they actually doing? And I'm like, yeah. Now I know for 100% that no one's ever going to be satisfied with what they're doing. They won't. I mean, like for everything that I've told you about, like how the process actually works, the update a website and all that, yeah, people are just always forever going to be upset with it. And I'm like, that is really, really unfair unless you're able to imagine working there and doing all these updates. I think you're gonna always have that feeling, and it's just very sad because of what they've actually done to this point. I mean, like you really think about it. Neopets in the year 2025, you have this old looking website with all the other things out there in the world. Think about it. You have like computer games, you have 3D, you have, like some people are trying to put helmets on your head to play video games, you have cell phones. Yeah, you have all of that to deal with. And somehow this site is still alive. Like you just think about that, and it's barely alive. Let's just go at that. Because so if you want to check out this interview, definitely read through it on Jellyneo. I'm just going to skim it. The nice part about that, they do it like an actual magazine or I guess a newsletter, like where they have these quotes taken out, which is really nice. So I'm gonna skip this first one. Dom's role as CEO. He's talking about his typical day, typical week. I'm gonna skip that. So here we go. Neopets revenue and cost. Let's see. I want to clarify that we have closed the gap by a lot since 2 years ago when we spun off as an independent studio. There's nothing to worry about in terms of financial stability. So that is goal number one, right? Like if you don't have money, you cannot run this site. It doesn't matter how well they run this site. If you do not make money, you will have to shut down. So that is number one. I mean, but like let's be real here. Like they bought this thing, there was a lot wrong with it, and they have to make money. And maybe in a way you don't like the way they make money. I don't like the way they make money. Like with infinite amount of NC Mall stuff or pushing Premier or something like that. But in the end, they need to make money somehow. So unless you could tell me how they can do that, we are stuck with what we have going on. But you mentioned in May update that Neopets is still a loss-making company. Yeah, so they're still not there yet. They're closing the gap, but not there. Okay, so and then similarly, what are your biggest cost pressures in the near term? I would say cost-wise, it's been pretty stable. It's been normalized in a way that every month there's no surprises. And why that's very, very important about the no surprises, because imagine you like with your daily budget, like everything's going well, and then something happens, and we all have been there, right? Maybe something happens with your car, your fridge dies, like you get sick. something comes up and you're just completely screwed. So at least right here, we're not in danger of like shutting down unexpectedly. So the challenge is really about increasing revenue. And as we have over here, premium sale returns. I'm going to try to wedge all these in as I do this. Pay only $59.95 instead of $69.95. So you can upgrade it if you are already on premium. If you're not on premium, you can get that for the 60 bucks. That's pretty nice. It's only for 1 week. The sale ends on August 6th. So make sure to check that out. Can you give us a rough distribution of how much the site, the mobile apps, and merch each contributes to your revenue? Classic site is a core experience. It still contributes, I would say, more than half of our revenue. That's Neocash revenue, premium revenue, and also advertisement revenues, which is why there's that whole push on people actually not blocking out their ads. And then mobile has been catching up a lot in the past 6 months. So around 10 to 20% comes from mobile. So there you go. And then on the merch and licensing side, we make up the rest for we make up for the rest of the situation. So that's a rough breakdown of our revenue streams. But that is pretty crazy. Classic site contributes half of our revenue. Yeah. Let's see what else. There are external investors. Not going to go through that. Primary investors, reflection of the new era. Let's see. I feel like the biggest success has been actually the team coming together and then setting our vision and priorities right. I mean, that's huge. Like if you are imagine going down a river and not having any idea what to do. That's what Neopets always felt like to me. When I've come back and I've sat here making these videos for this past year, that's definitely what it felt like to me. They were just trying to figure out what to do. There were so many things broken with the site. They needed direction. To me, it's always about rebuilding the core. So, and you need to build up money, but at the same time, you have to build the background. So, I am good with what they've been doing, trying to do the security updates, trying to, like uniformly make the site look even, like look the same. I think that's the most important part. Get all that and then go back to like making games and all that stuff. I think that's where I would be. But I'm glad they feel like they're having a priority list and they're going with it. Biggest regrets. I wouldn't say there's any regrets. Some things, if we hadn't tried it out, if we didn't have that. Some things, if we hadn't tried it out, if we didn't have the hypothesis, we wouldn't know. Yeah, what I just said. Yeah, they're just trying to figure out what they need to do. They're trying to make a priority list. Every time we change something, we don't want to just patch it up. So rebuilding the core, making it better. So mobile apps, this one's interesting because I've talked about it a few times where it seems like they're just giving half the effort on them. And this would be actually reason why. But we realize that what most of our users care most about, it's still classic, which makes a lot of sense. When you take a look at what's going on with mobile right now, like Tales of the Dacardia, Faerie Fragments, it just feels like it's just endless amounts of events. They're not really actually doing anything that adds that experience. Like the prizes are Neopet website items. They're just making you play those games so you get Neo points or items on neopets.com. That's all that's happening. And it's because they realize there's a nostalgia. They want to come back. I mean, that strategy of mobile game, it still works, but when they come back and then they play a mobile game that's not completely related to classics, sometimes it's not exactly why they come back. So they want to focus on it. They're going to just have endless amounts of events until they have more time to go at and work on those other mobile apps. They're going to work on there. So we've been noticing it at Jellyneo that Tales of Dacardia and Faerie Fragments have an endless cycle. So yeah, we've now learned. We realize we need to fix more of the foundational stuff before we can work on things like Tales of Dacardia and Faerie Fragments. It's a little sad. Void within plot. Oh my god, how many comments did I see on this one? You know what? I'm gonna go again and say they knew the plot, they knew the pacing, they knew it was just very tedious. They took it down, and I get that. I 100% understand that, and now they're coming back. I think he should have rephrased this differently, but what ended up happening was they said there wasn't that many we made better balances to make it easier and less grinding, make it more palatable for the community to experience the plot at their own pace. But some people took that as You know, like we literally did nothing and there's nothing added. And then I'm like, isn't there this upcoming Void Within Guild contest and upcoming extra pet slot announced? Yeah, so under this title, you can see that there is a giant guild thing going on. And part of the reason why for that is if you ever traveled into the Battledome discussion boards, you will see they're like, fix the Battledome. There's like, fix the Battledome, like over and over and over again. And it's like they're giving you an actual event. Not this thing where you go in there and you fight the same guy over and over and over again every day to get like void whatever. Yeah, you think about that. They actually made this change. So was there anything? Maybe there's less grindy. Maybe there's a guild event. Maybe there's better prizes. There actually is better prizes. I know people were excited because there's like a rainbow sticky hand stamp. You needed like 50. I didn't look at. You needed like 50,000 points for something like that. How many points do I have? 42,000. I didn't even know. Yeah, so they added a new. Oh wait, they didn't add it yet. Someone's just showing like a spoiler. I wonder where they saw that at. But yeah, I only have 42,000. I don't have enough for it. Some people spent. Some people had like 5,000 left. It was crazy. Like when I was reading through that, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Some people blew it. What's your stance on a relationship with Neo Trues? Yeah, that's a good one. That one's like they collaborate. Sometimes they don't want some of that information to come out, but it's overall, I would think it's good than bad. More good than bad. Any thoughts you'd like to go on record? I didn't even read this part. The team at Neopets are very, very passionate and all want the site to be much better. I think that's a given. There you go. And here's Dom. There it is. Jellyneo admin Kenny. That's good. Kenny wanted his face blocked out with TNT Dom before and after the interview. Wow. Okay. That's it. So, like I said, I skimmed through that. There was a lot going on with that, and I obviously just didn't talk about all of it. But make sure just to read through that, and that's what I mean. I'm like, I would give credit to Neopets for the team at Neopets for not letting this website die at this point. They're still putting the effort in, I believe, and I think you really need to back off of them just a little bit. I mean, if you don't want to spend money on the Neo Cash Mall, don't do it. You don't buy premium, don't do it. That's just that's where it is. Right? I know a lot of people are saying they spent so much money on the mall, and I'm like, we all got to make decisions and have a budget. That's where I'm at on that. It's just it makes your life easier. I mean, like if not, if you can't control yourself, then I think there's something that you need to work on within yourself. Like I said, some of this talk is going to be offensive to people, but it's just the truth. So upcoming extra pet slot announced. Yeah, that's the other part of it. So the guild contest, I'm not part of a guild. I know people on Neopets Nations wanted to make a guild. I'm like, there is no way we are winning this thing. Top 20 guilds and the top 20 individual accounts. Yeah. Yeah, not winning that one. Important note. Oh, 500 recent battles. Okay. Let's see. With the Neocache Mall, there's claim a Days Void Essence automatically item. That is crazy. Yeah, I've seen it. Plot shouldn't have paid elements. That happens in every mobile game. I don't know if you know what this is. It's like do you remember like a battle pass? Like you have, I mean, it's in that entails the Dacardia. I almost feel like it is in a way, but um, you have battle passes in all these games. They have paid elements to everything. Yeah, that's just how it is. You ever play Counter-Strike? Same idea. Same idea. So extra pet slot. I know some people are a little sad because they're like, is it just +1 or is it +2? Right? They have to add slots in the coding, I think, and it have to balance it without making the website really laggy. So we'll see. We'll see if they do that. Premium sale. Already talked about SDCC. Just take a look at all these pretty pictures. That's what I wanted to show. Pretty pictures. Look at that booth. Yeah, that's a nice booth. I like it. I like it. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still a little sad about the exclusive stuff they had here. Maybe you sell it online. That makes a lot of sense. Look at that Ona. Yeah, shoot, Hassie bounce. Of course, we got to do some Hassie bounce. Yeah, I think it's nice. It's vibrant. It's a nice looking stand. Got some stickers here. I actually like if you look at this looks like a decent amount of work went in this. I think it's pretty. Makes a lot of sense. It's Neopets. I see Neopets here. Really cool. One day, man, one day. I know it still. I still say the whole thing about people going, man, people in the USA are lucky to have all this. And it's like, oh, Not everybody in the USA is celebrating that they're only at SDCC. I mean, I think they go to Gen Con. I don't know. But Neo Board stickers debut. So they have a free pack. It's not available as of yesterday. I went on here and I'm like, is it here? I don't see it at all. And it's not. Neo Cash Mall. Well, does this thing come up for everybody get started with the Neo Cash Mall? It still comes up for me. And I'm like, please turn it off. Neo stickers. I don't think it's the free one is here yet. I don't think it's there. So yeah, you got Neo Cash stickers. You put them. The free one is this pronoun one. So if you want that, feel free to get it free. If not, it's not even there to begin with. Faerie Fragments Cookout Season Sizzle Event and new Neopets.com achievement prizes. So this thing is pretty crazy. Like let's go back to the event. I was going to talk about the new Neopets.com achievement prizes. So the event, same idea, beat some levels, get some points. Here are the stuff that you can actually get when it comes to Neopets.com items. This is crazy to me because Fire Breathing Scorchio stamp is 4,000 coins and 300 per week. They're still doing that thing. They're doing that thing again where there's only a limited amount. And I'm like, oh, maybe they won't do that because it's 4,000 and it's already sold out. 4,000. I'm like, that is some crazy stuff. I don't know who sat there doing it. Maybe they used that doubling point thing. I don't know. I'm not going to do that at all. But yeah, I mean, this Scorchio stamp going to be the most expensive thing out there because it's a Rarity 101. Yeah, Rarity 101. So currently it's listed here, saying here 6.5 million. I'd probably drop. No, drop 9 million, 6, 7, 10, 6.5. There we are. So as this event goes on, every week we shall see another 300 appear, and we'll see if people pop that into their albums or put it up for sale. But as you can see, there's some really nice stuff. But going back over here, so make sure to do that. It's yada yada yada. You get the whole idea with Faerie Fragments. They're not going to improve it. Let's see. This thing goes until August 27th. So you have a few weeks. You need to get 4,000 coins immediately. That's all I'm going to say. It's like you need to get 4,000. Then you have more chances at getting at that stamp. Sucks because you have to do it. But anyways, the tower. I hate that tower mode so much. And I do it every day as part of this event. But now apparently I got to do it every day because you need to beat it 80 times to get this Master of the Tower stamp. Yeah, that's it. There it is, Rarity 101. You need to do it every day. You have to beat like 15 levels. And the worst part is like you have to restart if you lose and don't want to use coins. Yeah, and that's a good easy way to push you into spending money. Yep. Yep, and then there's all this other stuff. Look at this Fairy Rod of Nova, generating 300 Nova rods during gameplay. Will now award what appears to be a new weapon. Yeah, that just looks really cool. I don't think does anybody have this thing? Oh, they do. They do. Wow, already. Let's see. It's defense 50% and it has 12 icons. The icons aren't even full icons. That's crazy. It's 2.7. Like why? Why? All right. Well, it's out there. It's out there and yeah. Yeah, was this new? This is new, right? Release date, yeah, July 31st, 2025. Okay, well, someone already has that one using. I wonder if I am close to that. I should be. I mean, I've been playing it. I mean, there should be a lot of people that have this thing at this point because if you think about it, they have 4,000 bronze coins already. Well, I guess if you use that doubling thing. All right, and then protein shakes, all this other stuff. Okay, yada yada yada. Awesome stuff. I really hope to get a Master Tower stamp. It's going in the mobile apps page and not Faeryland 2, like they did with Faerie Fragments Baby Tile stamp. Fractional icons are never fun. I can't believe someone actually wrote that. Yeah, that's the same thought, buddy. Same actual thought. Okay, well, that is pretty much it when it comes to Neopets. Wow, that was a long freaking update. So again, apologies for not making videos. It's just I have to refocus my own priorities. This is like what Dom said. I'm doing a Neopets Dom here. All right, let's see. So anybody joined this thing? I'm gonna register. I'm gonna oh, what? You had this? Oh, okay. It's a Google sign-in form. All right. So maybe I'm not gonna. I just need to find a guild. But again, actually, I'm not. I'm not even gonna participate in it. I think that's where it kind of stinks in a way, because my pet's nowhere near strong enough. Yeah, there's no way I can win any of that. There's not one thing. Let's see the Battledome. Did they cheer on that? I did not read the Battledome chat when this first came up. Fairy Rod of Nova. I used that on my pet and it vanished. I used it on my pet and it vanished. What? If you didn't eat it, you could use it? Oh, I mean, well, I think that'd be very interesting. Train your pets goal making number 4, Battledome. Yeah, I want to see if they have that fix the Battledome thing. Please fix the Battledome. Is it still here? What's wrong with the Battledome? My old board is broken. Please do not bump it. Speaking of broken, so is the Battledome. For more than 8 years, we have been patient. We support you by buying NC and finding our own ways to challenge ourselves. There has been little improvement. Please fix the Battledome. What are you asking for right now? Like I don't understand. Lab bomb. Fix the Battledome. Wait, this is from July 7th. Wait, no, this is from 2024. Oh my god. Let me go to the end of this thing. Did anybody write? Did anybody write? What is this? Please fix the Battledome. Please fix the Battledome. Please fix everything. Who said you have to clear data? What is happening here? They announced the guild thing. Shouldn't be like, yay. Shouldn't you have like a little... So an interesting report on the situation. Since we have to clear cache to properly use the Battledome every single day, I did that 2 weeks ago, and when it was time to log back in the Neopets, it got a reCAPTCHA error that went long. Oh, that's that Google thing. Nothing I did to fix the issues. Now I'm done with the Battledome. What? I don't know. I don't have any problems with the Battledome. Does anybody out there have any problems with the Battledome? Like that? I am so old, man. Yeah, the board was age. Haters at... I don't know what that word even means. Okay, well, I guess I'm done. I don't know why anybody's even still writing on this thing outside of that person with like that caching issue. That really stinks on that one. So, yeah, I mean, you got some kind of event. I think that should be happy. But I think that is it for me. I really need to go. I need to make a video for my other channel. Actually, I had to do that. I have to do a member video for that one. But yeah, I mean, hopefully one day Neopets gets it back in and this thing could just be all popular and everybody be excited. Look at my bank though. In the meantime, look at this. I've been growing. Wait, where is it? 307 million. Yeah, just endless. Like without really even trying, I'm just making endless amounts of money, which is why I'm like, man, they really need to stop with giving out stuff. They really do. They really do. You need to really think of different ways of giving prizes that make people play without just putting out all the rare stuff, because it's just gonna not make it fun. It really isn't, because I could just make money. I really, if I really tried, I could make tons of money, but you know, I don't have the time for that. So that is it. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Have a lovely week ahead of time. We'll see when I do the next video. When Void Within comes back. I checked this morning. There hasn't been anything. I haven't really read through everything that's happening with Void Within, like what's going to be available when. So that is on me to actually do, but I know it's supposed to somewhat come back today, so we should see what comes back. But I hope you have a good day. See you later. Bye.